I'm Neil from Raising Bars, and I'm here to take you through a home workout that's been specifically designed to take people who are beginners to health and fitness and exercise and provide a kickstarter, a bit of a springboard to get you into this healthy fitness-based lifestyle. Now, this means that you're going to need absolutely no equipment for these workouts. You will need just a little bit of space on the floor. You can do these workouts entirely at home. They're going to take about 10 minutes maximum. And they're designed to have you feeling all energized and enthusiastic when you're done, rather than beaten up and a sweaty mess. So, let's start off with some nice gentle warm-up exercises. Start by taking your feet nice and wide, softening the knees and sitting into the hips slightly. Imagine you're sitting astride a big horse. We're going to reach one hand up for the ceiling and the other hand is going to reach down as if you were trying to scratch the outside of your shin. This will set up a lovely stretch from the rib cage down to your waist. You're going to turn this side to side, nice and steady, stretching first one side and then the other, reaching down for the shin and up to the ceiling as we do this. That's it. So it's going to start nice and gentle. We'll accelerate a little with the effort and the intensity as we go through this workout. But to begin with, we want to loosen up and feel all nice and limber and springy before we get into the hard work. As we go through these workouts, I'll be providing a couple of alternatives to make things a little easier or a little harder as necessary. I always want you to be doing the exercise that you feel comfortable with and just maybe stretching your abilities a little bit once you are comfortable with what you're doing. There is no need to go rushing ahead to the hardest possible thing you can endure. Not everything has to be about getting really hot and sweaty and knackered. Next exercise, stay with this wide horse sitting stance, and we're going to channel our inner speed skater and flow from side to side. There's a little rotation in the shoulders and I'm sending my hips to the side, to the side, to the side. You can see in the legs how I'm using my thighs to push me from one side to the other as I'm rotating over the top. So, just like a speed skater gliding across the ice, swing the arms, twist the trunk, and move side to side, nice and smooth. That's fantastic. Let's have a little bit of this. Very good. Final times, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come up into a standing tall stance, and you're going to pick up one leg and send it in, up, out and around. So a big circling action with your leg. What you're trying to do here is keep your pelvis relatively still and have the thigh really rotate around in the hip socket. So really warming up all the muscles of the inner thigh, the outer thigh, right around your bum and your lower back. Lovely easy motion this. Let's swap and do the same on the other side. If you find the balance difficult with this, hold on to something. There's not an awful lot of extra benefit from struggling with the balance on this one, so if it's necessary, just hold on to something. That's absolutely fine. Couple more of these, and 3, and 2, oh, little wobble there, and 1, and relax. Give everything a bit of a shuffle and a shake. One last warm-up exercise. Take your feet forward and back, like you stepped over a great big puddle. What you're going to do here is reach forward and retreat. Imagine you're reaching in to pick up a box and standing back up with it. So reach and stand, reach and stand. You can see the way I'm bending my knee and my hip on this front leg to reach in, take hold of my imaginary box and stand tall with it. Let's do that 3 times. Twice and once before swapping the feet over and doing the same thing the other way. So once, twice, 3 times, reaching in, bending at the hip and the knee, and then just pushing myself away again, nice and springy and light on my feet. I'm not moving so far, reaching so far forward that I get stuck and it's awkward. It doesn't matter how far you move. At this point, we're looking for that smoothness of movement. ease of movement, and just a nice reciprocal back and forth. So reach in, stand tall, and do 3, and 2, and 1. Very good. Give everything a shuffle and a shake. Next, we're going into a little circuit of exercises that we're going to work through a couple of times. So, first exercise, a squat. You're going to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to turn sideways on so you can see the interesting bit of this. You bend the knees and you flex the hips. Imagine there's a chair behind you, then you're not quite sure where it is, but you know it's there somewhere, so you're lowering yourself into the chair. So you flex the knees, your bum goes back, hands out to the front and chest high so you're looking forward, and then stand. So let's continue with this one. We are going to sit and stand. It doesn't matter how low you go. Go as low as you feel comfortable, balanced and confident that you can come back up in a nice, smooth, well-balanced and springy fashion. We're going to do about a dozen of these. So by my rough estimate, we've got about 4 more to go. So 4, looking good, 3, and 2, and 1 last time. Marvellous. Give everything a bit of a shuffle and a shake and come and join me down on the floor. We're going to do a plank exercise here. I'll talk you through the setup for the plank. Hands on the floor. Shoulders directly above your hands, and we're going to start with a kneeling version of this exercise. So, I'm on my knees and I'm leaning my hips in until I feel my tummy muscles bracing to stop me from dropping the hips too far toward the floor. So that's too low, this is too high, but somewhere in the middle, where it's pretty much a straight line from my shoulders down through my hips to my knees, is about right for this plank. Now, if whilst you're doing this, it's uncomfortable on your wrists, you can drop onto your elbows, but otherwise all the same principles apply. If you're finding it a little easy, then by all means you can go onto straight legs in either of those options. So we're just going to hold our plank for the count of 10. So join me here, shoulders above the hands, and count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nearly there, and rest. Excellent, well done. Next exercise, we're coming up again, up and down and up and down. One leg forward, one leg back. I'm going to take my hand on my trailing leg side, so my right leg is backmost, so I'm taking my right hand and I'm reaching right toward the mat and then coming away again. So this is like an exaggerated version of that warm-up exercise. I'm really bending into this front leg, I'm stretching forward and coming away again. Imagine you've dropped your keys and you're reaching in to get them and coming away again. So nice and easy, reach in, stretch and stand. You'll really feel this around the hip on your leading leg. So my left leg right now is stretching and straining to hold my weight as I lean forward. Again, I'm only going to go as far as I feel I can comfortably manage to spring back from under control. So let's do 3 and 2. Oh, bit of a wobble. There we go. And one more time before changing to get the other leg to have a go. So this time my right leg is forward, my left leg is back, so I'm reaching with my left hand. I'm going to bend forward around the right leg, I keep my back straight and I reach. This puts all the effort into this hip. Reach in and stand tall. Reach in and stand tall. As we go through this series of videos, certain exercises will make regular appearances. I don't just want to provide a chance for you to get hot and sweaty and out of breath, although if we do that, fantastic. I'd like you to see that with a planned session, with a little bit of thinking about how we put this together, you will actually get stronger and fitter doing specific exercises. So if something that you're doing today is difficult, 3 or 4 weeks down the line with regular practice, it won't be. That's the point of these. Last exercise in our rotation, we're going into a side plank. So Lie on your side and tuck your knees up so that your feet are out behind you. Push your hips forward so there's a straight line from my knees through my hips to my shoulder. And then I'm going to push down into the floor with my forearm to lift my hip up off the ground. It's probably 3 or 4 inches underneath my hip. And I count 3, 2, 1, and I rest. And I lift, and I count 3, 2, 1, and I rest. And I lift, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. And lift for 3, 2, 1, and rest. And of course we've got to do the other side, so turn that round. Feet out behind me, hips pushing forward so I'm a nice straight line up through the body and the hips and the legs. And lift the hips. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and rest. And lift for 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. And lift, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. And I believe one last time, so up we go. 1, 2, 3, and rest. So there we go, we've got 4 exercises to work through. So let's go through them again. Starting with the squat. You're up on your feet and we're going to do 12 squats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just the last 2, here we go, final time, drop, stand, that's 12 squats, very well done. Plank next, whichever version you're doing, elbows or hands, the point is this nice straight line, strong trunk, and pulling your tummy muscles up and away from the floor. You'll see my shoulders are directly above my hands, so I'm not too stretched out like this. And we're going to stay here for 10 seconds. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. If you made it to 10, fantastic start, brilliant. We're stepping forward into this nice wide split stance. I've stepped over a big puddle. My left leg, or my right leg here, is my trailing leg, so my right hand is reaching forward, stretching and standing. And I'm going to do 12 of these, so there's 2. Reaching forward for 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Here we go, we're past the halfway point now. And as we get to 8, it's downhill into the finish, because we're nearly there. Final 3, and 2, and the last time before we switch to the other side. So now my left leg is trailing, so my left hand is reaching. I'm coming in once, twice, 3 times, and that's a quarter of it done already, isn't it? Time flies when you're having fun. Over the halfway point. Nice and easy. I hope everyone's having fun. If it's dragging a bit, we're nearly there. I promise. And it gets easier. He lies. Okay, 2 more of these, because I kind of lost count, trying to be funny. There's the final time. So it's side plank and finish. Here we go. Lying on your side, feet tucked behind you, hips pushing forward, so we're in a nice straight line. We come up and we count 3, 2, 1, and we rest. And we're up for 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. And again, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And the last 1, 2, 3, before we change to the other side. So here my feet are behind me, my hips are pushing forward, I'm in a nice straight line, and I lift the hips by bearing down here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Coming up, 3, 2, 1, rest. And again, 3, 2, 1, rest. Final time, last bit, up we go. 3, 2, 1, rest. Well done. We've just gone through your warm-up and 2 circuits of those exercises. I hope you've enjoyed that. Well done if you've finished all of that. If you struggled with some of it, completely normal, everybody does to begin with. You will get stronger and you'll improve if you keep practicing. I'm going to post one of these every week, so I hope you loved it and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.